Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Shakirat and I will be your tutor for today. If you are interested in learning how to make this design, how to make this design from scratch, from the cutting to the sewing, keep watching this video. And also you'll be learning how to eliminate zipper bulge at the back. You can see how this back is well laid without bulging. You can see how neat, perfectly sewn this dress is. I'm going to be showing you how this dress was made now. So let's get started. The materials needed is just a crepe. So this is a flowery crepe and you will need almost 5 yards because the down part is flowing very well. If the measurement you are working with is on a bigger side, that means you'll be using more than 5 yards of fabric. So we'll be drafting the upper parts of the design now. For better explanation, we'll be using a paper for now. Now I have drafted the chest line, under bust and the half length and also the hip line. So the back divided by 2 plus half inch, then I come down by 1 inch. Divide your bust measurement by 4, put whatever you get there, and also you connect from the bust to the back. After that, you measure your neck depth and your neck width. So I am using 3 inches by 3 inches here and I connected both lines together. After that, I drafted my shoulder slant. The next thing is to mark my waist, which is the half length divided by 4. I marked it that way. You can see I'm just going to connect both lines together this way. After that, I am going to mark my hip divided by 4 and also I am going to connect the lines together. Meanwhile, when you are drafting your lines like this, make sure you add your accurate measurement. If your half length is 16, put 16. If your hip line is 9, put 9, because for this hip line I used 8 inches. So it depends on the measurements you are working with. So this is the design you can see. So we are going to move to the upper parts of the design now. I'm going to mark my neck depth. For this neck depth I used 7. You might not use up to 7, but I am using 7 because this is the actual measurement you are working with. So after that, I extended my sleeve because this is a cut together sleeve. So I used 6 inches here. If you want yours to be more longer, you can use either 8 or 10 inches, depends on what you want. So after that, I marked the same measurements I marked on the back part, and also starting from the upper part I marked 10 inches because this is a cut together sleeve. It is not the one that you are going to join your sleeve together. So that is the reason for making it 10 inches. So after doing this, I marked both lines together. I mean the new sleeve, I marked both lines together, and also I connected it starting from the sleeve. I marked my measurements and also I connected it together to the under bust this way. You can see that this is forming the shape already. So I connected it with my hand. So after that, I came up by 1.5 inch. Please come up by 2 inches if you are doing this, because marking 2 inches will give you room for the measurement very well. It will form the shape very well. And also I connected it with my pattern master this way. After connecting it together, starting from my half length, I came down by 2 inches because that will be our new measurement now. The reason is that the measurements did not start on the half length, so I came down by 2 inches to give me the natural measurements I want. So after that, I am going to come down by 8 inches. Please don't come down by 10 inches because 10 inches is too much. So starting from that half length, just come down by 8 inches. So it is going to give you the measurements you want. So, and you connect it together this way. After connecting it, the next thing you are going to do now is to label it, because if you don't label it, you'll be confused. Also, we don't need this armhole again. We don't need it. This is just to guide you on how to make it perfectly. So that was the first main reason for doing the first one that way. The next thing we are going to do now is to add our sewing allowance to the pattern before cutting everything out. So I added 2 inches allowance to the waist part and also to the sleeve part this way, and also I connected it this way, as simple as ABC. So after connecting it together, the next thing we are going to do is to cut out the pattern we've drafted, and here is what it looks like after we have cut out the pattern. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, our pattern is drafted in 2 places, the upper part and also the down part. After doing that, this we are going to use this like a splash and spread method because there is a kind of gathers on the under bust part and we want to achieve that. that. So you can use like 1.5 inch starting from the center part like this. So we are going to cut this out. We are not cutting it out like permanently, so I'm going to show you what we are going to do now to achieve it. So you are stopping from where you are not entering the sewing allowance, so you are stopping from here. So this is how you are going to draft it out. Also, I left like 3 inches in the front because I want it to be overlap, so that is the main reason for leaving 3 inches here, and I spread it this way. So you can use like the distance can be like 2 inches. It depends on how full you want it your gathers to be. After marking it out, you are going to add 0.5 inch to the down part, and also don't forget to add to the upper part like this. You can see that this is forming already, and also you are going to cut the remaining pattern out. You can see what I folded the 3 inches. And also, if you want to add zipper allowance to it, this is how you are going to fold it, and you add your zipper allowance to it like this. You can see that I added the extension here, and this is what the back looks like. You can see that I have added my zipper allowance, so my zipper allowance is 1.5 inches. Also, for the down part of the front, you are going to add 0.5 inch to the down part and also the upper part. So this is where the magic is. So starting from your half length, you can see this is your waistline. I came down by 1 inch from the upper part and also from the down part. So I am going to connect it down this way. So by doing this, you are eliminating your zipper bulge, and also you are going to like connect it together like this. Use your paper tape to hold it down, and you are going to cut it down as simple as ABC. You can see how I just placed it like this, and it has held it down. So you are going to add your zipper allowance 1.5 inch to the back, and also the upper part, the down part 0.5 inch to the upper part and the down part. To determine how the width of your measurements is, so this is 12.5 what I marked, so I'm going to times it by 4. It will give me 50. So 50 divided by 6.25, the value you get is going to be our circumference. I'm going to re-explain now. Remember, this is 12.5. This is just one side. The second side 12.5, that will give us 25. The third side of the back 12.5. First side, the second side 12.5. So that was how I got 4. So this is 7.9, so approximately 8 inches. Then I times it by 2 because I want it to be very full. Remember the extension of the length, I mean the half length. So this is the new half length, 17.5, and the full length is 39. So 39 minus 17 will give us 21.5. 21.5 plus 16 inches. Remember, 8 times 2, 16. So this will give us 38. Then I added 1.5 inches to it. The 1.5 inches will serve as our sewing allowance. So this is how you are going to fold it. So this must be 40 inches and fold it this way, and this other length must be 40 inches, and also you mark your 40 inches this way, you can see, and also you mark your 16 inches like this. So by doing this will give us our full flare with the gathers. So this is what you are going to do now. Just look at what I am doing because I want you to get it very well. So this is our flare. You cut it out like this, and this is the circumference. You are going to cut out the circumference out like this, and also you are going to bring out this way. This is the front and this is the back, which has the zipper allowance, and this is the side. Remember, we are cutting out full flare. So you bring both the back and the front together, and you remove 5 inches from here, connecting it to the side like this. So by doing this will balance very well when you are placing it to the dress. I hope you understand this. So let us continue with the sewing. So this is the front. I have sewn the side, so you can just decide to like cut a facing if you want, but I just sew it this way. You can see I have marked the 3 inches that I marked because I've sewn it with 1 inch, so I'm left with 2 inches. So I'm just going to fold it this way, and also I'm going to sew it. After sewing the 2 inches, together, I'm going to like gather it like this, and also I'm going to join it to the front part. Just look at what I'm doing. This is very simple to make. So, and also this is the back. I cut a facing for the back because I want it to be neat. I don't want to sew it like that. After sewing my facing to the back, so I gathered it together, and also my gather doesn't enter the zipper allowance and also the side allowance, I mean the side seam allowance. Also, to mark where my zipper to stop, starting from the half length. I measured 9 inches, then I came in by 1.5 inch zipper allowance I added on the fabric. After that, I'm going to fix my zipper, and this is what the front part looks like. You can see I have gathered the front part also, making sure that the side allowance, the gathers did not enter the side allowance, and this is what it looks like. So after doing that, so I'm going to join the front and the back together. So I have fixed my zipper to the back, and this is what it looks like. So after doing that, I'm going to join my shoulder together by 0.5 inch. I'm going to join it together this way. Also, I won't forget to turn the sleeve. This is the sleeve part. So after joining it, this is what it looks like, and I gave it a good press. So I'm going to sew the remaining parts like this now. So before sewing the remaining parts, this is what this looks like. So to determine this, you are just going to measure the length of your sleeve, so you times it by 4. So that will give you what your rope will be. So this is how to turn the side parts, I mean the side part. So this is how you are going to turn it. You are just going to turn it with the allowance you left, and this is what it looks like after turning it. And also I sewed the shoulder part, so I left like 0.5 inch, I mean 0.7 inches rather, because I want to pass my rope through the shoulder part. So this is what it looks like, so that it is going to enter and it is going to serve as a design. So this is it. So I got 10 inches for the length here. So the 10 inches, so you are going to times it by 4. So that will be the length of the rope you are going to fix inside. And also this is how to turn it. So I make sure I turn both edges, and there is a space in between, like the middle. So that was where I am turning it. And also I'm going to sew this so that this is going to be neat, and also fix it to the sleeve part. So this was how it was fixed. I'm going to show you how you are going to fix it now. So just bring out your pin this way, make sure that it's secured very well, and also pass it through the 0.75 inches rather. Pass it out like this, and also you pass it inside the second part this way, and also the design on the sleeve is ready. So this is just very simple to make. Make sure that the rope is equal. So this is what it looks like. So you can just draw it like this, and it has given you your shape already. So the next thing we are going to do now, just join the side, so with 2 inches. So after joining it, the next thing we are going to do now is to bring our flare this way, and you are going to keep like gathering it like this on the machine. So after gathering it, this was what it looks like. And also I just turned the down part with 0.5 inch, and this is what the gown looks like before fitting it on a mannequin, and this is what it looks like after fitting it on a mannequin. If you love this tutorial, subscribe, like and share with your fellow designers. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.